So let's ask the real expert what he thinks about it. You just drove it, Sandy?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty impressive. I've seen the Niro. I worked in China for a long time, and I really like the whole car. Actually, it drives really nice. One thing I wanted to catch on our video, Corey, is this right here. So we got to give this back. I'm not sure how we close the thing.
So coming from Sandy, meaning that he thinks it's a well-built car.
Okay, so
it certainly looks good.
Day, the cute little charging port, absolutely excellent. Everything's golden. Yeah. So
And
anyway,
85,000 euro for
85,000 euro.
100,000, 95,000 euro, dollar.
I think that's probably a good buy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to run.
Good.
Yeah.
So I drove this Niro. So just like the Model X, I have a separate video from there, and it's an okay car. Of course, the Polestar, nice competitor of the Model Y. That's more the medium size. I think that's really nice. So Robert is trying to drive it. Let me ask the expert opinion.
So,
what do you think about this car?
this will sell very well in the United States.
You think so?
Yes, the size,
It's
and
big.
the feature level, yes. The styling is agreeable. I think it'll sell very well when it makes it to the States.
So is it a competitor of the Model X or the Model Y, or?
I don't think so. This is for, with a 3-row like this,
Yeah.
it would be a competitor to the Model Y, possibly, and the, what is it, the Model X?
The Model X, yeah.
But I think if this is priced right, that there's a whole bunch of people that are looking for a family-sized vehicle that they can, as an EV.
Yeah,
So,
95,000 euro, dollar.
yeah, $95,000. So that's high. That's the high end, but it's a lot of content. So you're getting a lot for the dollar.
Get a lot for the dollar. Okay, positive things about Niro. Michael, you're from Sandy Monro. What do you think of the Chinese manufacturers compared to the existing, the Ford, the General Motors, and that kind of stuff?
It's very impressive how quickly they're putting a vehicle on the road, right? They aren't burdened with the legacy way of solving problems. That you're seeing it, that they can respond much more quickly and do what they think the customer is looking for. So it's impressive.
And which of the old manufacturers have recognized that and are putting the right strategy in place?
We're really impressed with Ford. We're impressed with their leadership, their CEO, all the way down. That they are. We see them doing a great job. So,
but I mean, they separate the company, right?
Right, in recognition that they're going to still have a legacy business of producing ICE vehicles, but they also want to free their organization focused on electric vehicles to go do what's right. And that's impressive that they've separated their company like that.
Is it also the same with Volvo, who basically made a separate Polestar brand, especially for electric?
That equally is impressive that is still the strong legacy brand with Volvo, right? That even though Geely's the owner, right, they recognize that Volvo has a great legacy to build on, and they're given the resources to do what's right.
Yeah, but on the other hand, starting a different brand, Polestar, totally fully electric from the ground up.
Yes, they're taking taking advantage of every opportunity.
Yeah, and
It's
Ford
impressive.
is also making, under the brand of Ford, is making the truck, the electric truck. So
Lightning.
they don't put that in the new, they don't put that in the old business, or do they put it in the new business?
It's so that truck, that's the leader, the F-150.
Yeah.
That's, I'd call it the cash cow of Ford. That very wisely, the Lightning looks very similar to the ICE F-150. So very easy for a current owner to step into an EV, right? And you can power your house if you lost power. It's like very smart marketing. That's going to resonate with potential customers.
So Ford will be around for a while.
Oh yes, we fully expect to see Ford come out of this well.
Michael,
Yes.
thank you.
Sure.
Okay, let's drive an electric Ford. Oh no, Bush. And Xpeng is here too. Oh cool, this is the station wagon version. I didn't see that, but Indeed, there's a little bit more room in the back. And of course MG, which is the first company from China which went through the Netherlands, which is half the price of the Neo. And it also now has a 400 kilometer car available for 36,000 euros. Wow, what is this? This is the latest and greatest. This looks like the old Fink car from Norway, but I guess it's a new version. So this is the old version. It's 20 years old, but it looks like it could be on the market today. I mean, there's all these city cars which are now being produced for 9,000 euros. And this one actually looks pretty good. I must say, I'm pretty impressed with this car. When this is 20 years, what's the history of this car?
This is an old body, as you can see.
20 years old?
Well, maybe. But this is a project car. So the original batteries have been taken out of it, and they're replaced with reused lithium-ion cells from rental kickbikes in the Oslo area. So the range, it's 70 kilos lighter because new batteries. And the range has gone from 150 kilometers, roughly, to 300.
Wow.
And it does 80 kilometers an hour as a top speed.
And it also basically has supercharging, so we see here. This is the way you can charge it. 300, it's Hey, what was the price of this car 20 years ago, 50 years ago?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, wow. This is pretty amazing. It really drives. It really drives. And it stops. And I can do reverse. There's no things like batteries. No cameras. It just has a very old-fashioned user interface, but it works fine. And then 300 kilometer range and 80 kilometers an hour is just fantastic. I just think it's wonderful. That's a nice tradition. Okay, I love this old tradition. I think it could be sold today, and that's really impressive. I'm really happy I drove it. Okay, and now we have the most important booth of the whole exhibition. The Dutch looks extremely orange, just like me. So it's pretty clear what you need to do on this booth. You need to sit down and talk. Sit down and talk. And there's going to be a barista, there's great coffee. There's all kinds of companies who do interesting things, but it is a paperless booth. It's only talk, and you're allowed to have an iPad, and you have to have some screen. And of course, the Dutch are really good with electric infrastructure, for the smart charging, do the buses. We have battery technology. We have, of course, a lot of cars on the road and a lot of experience how to handle that in terms of governance. So please, if you want to talk to people who know about one or two things about electric driving, come to our booth.